Welcome everybody, welcome to another strength and conditioning session. This is Ian Paramore, Runner Bean Coaching. This will be about 30 minutes worth of work, including some warm-up stretches and then the main session and a few cool-down stretches at the end. And we'll just get straight into this with our normal sort of warm-up routine. So we're standing up nice and tall, hands on hips just to help keep those hips straight. And we're just going to go through 10 leg swings forward and back, just increasing the range of that leg swing as you go through the 10 repetitions. And once we've done 10 on one side, change over and we do 10 on the other. Okay, when we've done the front and back, we go from side to side, so standing nice and tall again. Again, try and keep your body nice upright rather than bending over with the direction of your leg. Just increase the range of the swing as you go through the 10. And then once you've done 10 on one leg, it's 10 on the other. Okay, and then we'll move straight into open the gates. So again, a bit more hip work. So just bring our leg up, round to the side, tap down, forward, and then swap round to the opposite leg. So it's up, round and tap. And we just do 5 on each side, 10 all together. Okay, great. Okay, when we've done the hip work, we now move on to a little bit of ankle flexibility. So we're just going to lean against the wall, the door, whatever's handy, a chair, and we're just going to create a 45-degree angle, and then we just lift one heel off the ground and alternate through sort of a walking fashion. We do 10 on each side, 20 all together. Okay, and then relax. Just do a little bit of hamstring waking up now. So we're just going to have one leg, standing leg bent, opposite leg out in front of us. I'm just going to sweep down to the ground, swap over, sweep down to the ground, 5 on each leg. As low as you're able to go. So all we're doing here is just warming up the muscles, getting ready for our main work. Now going for a lunge rotation. So I've got my left leg bent at 90 degrees, my right leg stretched out before me like a lunge position. Hand taking my right hand up on the ground. Just bring my elbow down the front of my shin, and then we rotate fully around. So just from the front, this is a little bit more difficult to see. So elbow comes down the shin, back up the shin, we follow our hand round with our head, rotate round as far as we can. We just do 5 on each side. Do 5 on one leg, on one side should I say, yes, then 5 on the other. Try and follow that, and right round with your head, help you rotate your torso as fully as possible. Okay, then when we've done those, we'll be down on the ground. We're just going to have our arms out to our sides, sort of crucifix fashion, knees bent. So we keep our shoulders on the ground, head nice and relaxed, and we just drop our knees to one side, keeping our shoulders on the ground. Rotate all the way through to the other side, and we do 5 on each side, 10 all together. Good. Now when we've done these, we're on to the last warm-up one. So we're into a kneeling lunge position this time. So in this case my left leg is out in front of me, my weight on the right knee. My foot's just slightly ahead of my knee here. And then we're just going to pulse forward. We're just going to stretch these hip flexors. Just come back, forward. Just the pulsing forward movement, just 5 on each side. Nothing too great, we're just warming up at this stage. Just keep it nice and gentle. Okay, great, so that's the warm-up part of the session done. Okay, so we've done the warm-up now and we'll get ready to go straight into the main part of the session, which today will be 3 sets of 6 exercises. So we'll go through the 6 exercises once and then we'll repeat again straight through for another 2 occasions. So the first one will be a reverse lunge with a run through, and we'll repeat that through each leg 10 times. So if you want to watch my first one and then join in. So we just give ourselves plenty of room. We stand back and then we just come straight through in a running action and back. And we just repeat this 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you lose your balance, just reset yourself. 8, 9 and 10. Okay, once we do one leg, go straight through onto the other leg. Two, a bit weaker on this side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, great. The next exercise will be a one-legged squat. So here we're going to be working on some quad muscle work and a little bit of glute work. All we've got here is we've got our knee up, foot off the ground, a hand against the wall or a chair, whatever you've got with you. Knee slightly behind our standing leg. And we're just going to squat down, keeping our body as upright as possible. At least your body's back straight, should I say. Head up. We're going to do 10 reps. And all the weight should be on your heel if possible, rather than your toes. 8, 9, 10. And then when we've done one side, we're on to the opposite leg. And again, it's the standing leg is the one furthest away from the wall. So we've just got our knee behind us, knees bent. We're just going to squat down as far as you're able to do whilst you're under control. Again, you can progress this by deepening the squat, in other words going lower. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can progress by going lower or increase the number of reps. Okay, so the next one will be a nice straightforward single leg calf raise. So we're just going to again do 10 reps. So we just got our standing leg and we're just going to go up, hold for a second and down, repeat on 10 reps. Again, just holding onto a wall to balance. Don't use the chair or whatever to push you up. Make sure you're using your calf muscle to drive. Okay, and then when you're done on one, swap over and do the same on the other leg. You might find one leg is considerably stronger than the other, in which case you know that you have more work to do on that weaker side to try and help balance up. So if you've got a particular weak leg, you might want to do a few more reps on that leg, but always make sure you do reps on both legs because you want to keep building the strength on both sides. Okay, the next one will be down on the ground. We're going to do a double leg bridge. So we've just got our feet near our bottoms, hands across the chest. I want you to suck your belly button in so that it makes your back nice and flat on the ground. You don't want to see an arch under the ground to help protect your back from straining. And then we're just going to drive up through the heels, pick up and lower down. We're going to do that 10 times. So in your own time, just hold for a split second at the top and then come down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember to keep that core engaged all the way throughout. The easiest thing to remember is just whatever exercises we're doing, keep that core muscle engaged. Okay, the next one will be a plank with side crossovers of the legs, so that will be a bit like a mountain climber. So we just go opposite knee to opposite elbow. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. That looks like this from the front. Just get my timer. I'm going to do that for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. So it's opposite leg, opposite elbow. Got 10 seconds left. Okay, and rest. If you're struggling to hold that, if you've got shoulder problems or you can't quite hold that, then obviously just shorten the length of the reps, or you could even do the plank from this position and just go with a lower leg cross, although you've got limited room obviously, but obviously you can progress onto a full plank when you can. Right, the final exercise we're going to go through is some reverse crunches. So knees bent, hands by your side. Try and keep your head relaxed, keep that core muscle, really important, keep the core muscle engaged, keep your back nice and flat on the ground. We're just going to bring your knees up towards your head, and we're just going to do 10 reps. Keep your head relaxed. Nine and 10. Good, you should start to feel those kicking in towards the end of the reps. So we'll just have 60 seconds recovery, and then we'll start the set again. So I'll spend a little bit less time explaining what they are because we've already done them. We'll get straight through onto the next set. So if you remember, it's a reverse lunge we're going to run through. Coming through, and you start running position. Again, as far back as you're able to go, whatever strength you're currently at. You probably saw my first rep that I'm considerably weaker on this leg, so I have a slight weakness in this glute, so that's something for me to work on. So we've got another 15 seconds and then we'll get ready to go into the next set, which, as I say, is repeating what we have already done. So let's get ourselves set. So it's 10 more reps of the reverse lunge and run through. So let's get ready. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. You don't need to particularly rush through them, nice and slow is good. Get yourself set again. And we'll get ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Next one, if you remember, is the single leg squat. So again, the leg furthest away from the wall. We're going to go for 10 reps on each leg again. So knee slightly behind the standing knee, the bent knee that is. And we're just going to go with weight on our heels, keeping your head up as much as you can. And we go for 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. And then we'll go onto the opposite side, straight into it. So again, knee slightly behind the standing leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, okay. After that we've got the calf raises. So again, we're using the wall for balance or the chair. And we're going to stand on one leg. We're just going to go for 10 reps again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we've got legs. And we go again. 1, 2, again you might find one side stronger than the other. 6, 7. You might be able to get up a lot higher on one side than the other, like I can. And that's 10. Good, okay, but again, you know what you have to do then when you find a weakness. Okay, we're on the floor for bridges. Hands across the chest, heels towards your bum, 10 repetitions. So we go up, hold for a second, and down, keeping that core engaged so you can get your back nice and flat again if you remember. So up we go, 2, 3, 4, keep core engaged, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, remember to keep that core engaged. It really does help to protect that lower back. The next one will be the crossover mountain climbers, whatever you want to call them. We're going to go for 30 seconds. So if you remember, either go into a full plank or a plank from your elbows, whichever you're able to manage, or to halfway through if that suits you and that's what your level of fitness is. Okay, so 3, 2, 1 and go. Just crossing over, right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow. Just keep working through, keep that core muscle engaged, back as straight as you can. So your heels, your bum and your shoulders are in a nice straight line, just for a few more seconds. And rest. Good, and then the final exercise for this set is the reverse crunch. So that's what I call it anyway. So keeping your head relaxed, try not to strain through your neck and your head. 10 repetitions. 3, 2, 1 and go. Keeping that core engaged so that when your feet are down, your back is in connection with the ground. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 and relax. Okay, we give you 1 minute recovery, and then we'll go through to the third and final set. After we've done the third and final set, we'll then just do a brief few stretches to cool down, and really we just use that to give ourselves a bit of time to bring our heart rate back down if we've done that up. Also to stretch some muscles a little bit further, doing those for about 20 seconds each. So I'll come on to that when we get to that part of the session. So we've got another 20 seconds to go before we start the final set. So starting off again with that reverse lunge and run through. You might start to find you fatigue a little bit, so if you wobble, that's fine, just reset yourself and get ready to go again. So all the time this is just about improving your own personal fitness. Just doing this regularly will really help you to give yourselves the best chance you can of decent running form, strong running form, and hopefully preventing injuries that would otherwise arise if we weren't so strong. So let's go again then. So let's get ready. So we reverse lunge, and we come up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, let's see if we can go on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good, okay. Back to the single leg squat. So it's a leg furthest away from the wall. Right face right side, left leg bent slightly behind the knee, weight on the heels, and 10 reps please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Good. Swap over to the other side. Get ready to go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, we'll get straight into calf raises. 10 on each leg again. So on one leg, away we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, do this regularly, and if you follow this video, just remember you can just extend the number of reps as you get stronger. So, oops, stand on the wrong leg there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, we'll get straight onto the bridges now, please. So we're on the floor. Got our core engaged. Remember, keeping the back flat on the ground. Arms across the chest, bums towards heel and up. 1, 2, 3, driving through the heels on the way up. 4, 5, core engaged. 6, got good contact with the ground when your back comes back down. And 10. Good. Okay, and we've got our anti-climbers for 30 seconds. We'll get straight into that and get yourself into position. 3, 2, 1, and go. Right leg to left elbow, left leg to right elbow. Just keeping that core muscle engaged. Keep your back straight and your bum not too high up in the air. Keep a parallel line if you can. Last few seconds. And rest. Good, well done. And now on to the final exercise of this set. This is the final exercise of the main session. Reverse crunches. Head nice and relaxed, shoulders relaxed, arms nicely on the ground next to your hips. And heels towards your bum and go for 10 reps. So let's go. 1. Keep your core engaged. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, great. That's it for the session, well done. 3-minute session's done. Like I say, once you've done this a few times, you can increase the number of reps or the amount of time that you do them. And helps you progress. I only use body weight, I don't use weights at all. But obviously you can progress to weights. Always do that in a supervised way, or at least have somebody explain how you should be using weights. So now we'll go on to doing some stretching, which I'll just show you those, but only a small amount at this stage for this video, but do as much as you would like. Okay, so we'll go on to the cool down stretching. So to start with, we'll just do some calf stretches. We're going to hold these for 20 seconds. So against the wall, sort of rear leg behind you, feet facing forward. We're just going to hold this for 20 seconds. Again, ideally do this for a little bit longer at home when you're not watching this video. And I suppose sort of anything from 20 seconds to 60 seconds per hold is absolutely fine. But certainly 20 seconds is sort of the minimum, just for speed on this video. So we'll just swap over, feet should be facing forward, rear leg is nice and straight, front leg is bent, and just pushing against the wall, just feeling that stretch in the calf muscle. Again, with stretches, you should feel a little bit of tightness in there as you're stretching, but it shouldn't be painful. If it's painful, you're probably stretching a little bit too much. Okay, and then we'll do a quad stretch. So we're just going to stand nice and tall, knees should be together, legs parallel, pulling that heel towards your bum. Keep it upright as possible without bending over. You can increase the range of the stretch just by pushing your hips forward a little bit, so you'll feel that in the quad as you push your hips forward. Okay, now we'll swap over, do the same on the opposite leg. Again, try and keep your knees together, keep your body upright, use the wall or support if you need to. Just push the hips forward just to increase the range of that stretch. And just hold that for 20 seconds. Okay, good. We'll go down on the ground, do a glute stretch, both feet on the ground, just lay nice and relaxed, and we'll just bring one knee up towards our chest, pulling our knee towards our chest, other leg outstretched. Okay, and then change over legs, do exactly the same again, just bringing that knee towards your chest. Great. And finally, we'll just do a little bit of a hamstring stretch. I have particularly tight hamstrings, so I really struggle with hamstring tightness, but just do a gentle hamstring stretch. So we've got one foot across the other, both legs straight, knees locked, and we just hinge from the hips down towards our toes, as far as you're able to, which in my case isn't very far, but you just feel that in the hamstring. Okay, 20 seconds on that one. Change over and do the same again on the other leg. Away we go, keeping the legs straight, just hinging from the hip, reaching down towards our toes. Seconds, then we'll come back up, just give legs a little bit of a shake, and that's it for this session. Thanks for looking at the video, thanks for joining me if you've joined in, and hope that that's something that you find useful and that you manage to progress and get stronger as you do more and more of these exercises. And by all means, get in touch with me or have a look at any other videos that I've got on YouTube which may be of some help to you. So it's bye for now.